Angel, maybe you can give us a little bit about taking calculated risks and how that has worked for you.
Yeah, my whole career is pretty much based on risk, and you can meet a person and you think, oh, that's my friend now, especially in this industry. Oh, I met him at an event, he's gonna remember me. And since I run an entertainment company, I didn't have that mind frame of knowing they meet thousands of people in a week, so they're not gonna remember you. You have to have a mind frame that do something that they can remember you by. So here's a story that it was 2008. I was 24 or 23 years old. I got invited to Kanye West's album listening party in Los Angeles. Mind you, I'm living in Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's kind of like Springfield. It's a small town. I'm not balling out of control. I'm not rich, so I had to really put my money together to get that plane ticket to get there. So I was like, oh, I'm invited to this event. Oh my goodness. So I go out there. I go to the event, and I notice there's 300 other people waiting in line to get into the event. I'm here, I had a mind frame thinking it's like an intimate event. I'm gonna be talking to Kanye by myself, or I'm about to get an exclusive for my website, and I'm like, no, this is a real event. He just invited me because I'm a media outlet. So I went there, there's a lot of celebrities walking around. I'm in shock, I'm walking around like, are you kidding me right now? And I didn't realize how big an opportunity it was at the time. But I was looking around and there's people walking by like Rick Ross and different celebrities, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And I was lucky enough to know Kanye's best friend, and I noticed, of course, they're partying and whatnot. They're not worried about business at the time, but I was gonna be out in LA for a while, so I was like, let me try to get an exclusive for my website. So we're walking around and I'm like, oh, Kanye told me earlier, because he was drunk, by the way, so I was like, he's not gonna remember what he said anyway. So I was like, Kanye told me earlier that I can stop by the studio tomorrow to get an exclusive for my website. And he was like, okay, let me get your email and we'll tell you the time. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. I knew they were a fan of the website, but I didn't realize it was that serious. So, the party went on, I left. I didn't realize I was in LA. It's not like New York or other cities where there's cabs everywhere. I'm like, how am I gonna get back to the hotel now? I didn't have a ride back, so I had to figure out the bus system. It was a mess. So I get back to the hotel, I get an email from Don C, who was Kanye's right-hand man. And he was like, yeah, he said, all right, come by the studio at 1 tomorrow and you can get your exclusive and take pictures and chill. I'm like, oh, wow. And that's all from taking a risk. I saw the opportunity. And I saw that, this may be the last time I'll be in a room with people like this, and you have to find an angle. I don't recommend lying or, going about that way, but you have to find an angle in everything you do. But that exclusive was one of the most eye-opening experiences in my life, because I realized that in this industry, everything's a brand. You think you know a person because you see them on TV a lot, and you think you know us because you heard our stories, but you don't really know a person until you actually sit down one-on-one and actually talk to them. And when I was there, that made me realize that, yeah, this is a real business, but he's a real person as well. And I like to say that to keep that in mind, because a lot of you, I saw you raise your hand saying you want to be famous and you want to have money, but there's a lot that comes with that. There's a lot of stress and there's a lot of struggle. So keep in mind, you always have to keep that foundation of being yourself and being that person. So I always say take a risk, because I'm a risk taker. If you see an opening, go ahead and take it, because you have, like Ted said, you have really nothing to lose.